we have changed and advanced for the better. As societies, we tend to focus on the negatives and the challenges and lose the bigger picture. If I look into our society here in the country, the emergence of the middle class, looking at the empowerment of women who are in business, looking at the youth that is in business, and generally the people who have become true, genuine entrepreneurs, business people with a business that you can see and touch, that number has grown quite phenomenally. Of course, as ambitious people, it will never be enough. There's a lot more we still have to do, especially in the area of inculcating the culture of entrepreneurship to people who are still at school, that culture of entrepreneurship, environment which we have to create for the youngsters to regard entrepreneurship as fashion, to make it fashionable. I think it's critical. We grew up in the township seeing the elderly men and women who were running shops and so on, and we aspired to become business people. There were successful business people who were running businesses that you can touch, but there were genuine business people as well who had values and norms in the right place. They were not up to shortcuts. They were hardworking people who were exemplary members of the society.
Is that your concern now, that maybe up-and-coming entrepreneurs are looking for a quick buck?
As I said earlier during the interviews, the society tends to worship business people without a business now. Someone parades the society as a businessman. You say, where is this business? Is making money out of facilitating that relationship, and that relationship, they are in the business of politics as well, where they are ensuring that a politician is taken off his position so that they can manipulate that politician. That politician is not easy to manipulate. We are not getting the opportunities. You are saying, gee whiz, but these are business people. Where do they get time to focus on their real business?
Sure.
What is their business really? You don't see that. So for me, as a society, we need to go back to basics, encourage youngsters to get involved in the real business, but ensure that we build a new cadre of business people who will be buying into the good values and norms that will take us forward as a society. We can't continue like this.
To close off with, the topic of capital also came through, and perhaps capital in more ways than one, not just from a financial perspective, but mentorship, assistance and guidance with the relevant business acumen that is desired from these up-and-coming entrepreneurs, and even access to markets. From your perspective, is the money out there, and are entrepreneurs doing enough to make sure that they get investors interested?
There's a huge lack of ambition. If you really were to be fair to our government and look at 94, we are in 2016, look at the transformation that has happened within the government agencies that are meant to empower people in the area of finance, look at the whole empowerment framework. The government has done a lot more to ensure that the environment conducive to entrepreneurs is put in place. But what is lacking is the ambition on the part of the younger generation to grab these opportunities. The youth, the women, and entrepreneurs in general, they are spending too much money criticizing government. They are spending too much money criticizing the political party in power, spending too much time on all sorts of issues that are not taking them forward as entrepreneurs. I'm yet to see an entrepreneur who comes to me and say, look, over a period of time, I've saved XYZ money. I've proved that I can manage the money. I've got 200,000 rand in the bank. I'm looking to raise 800,000 rand so that I can start this R1 million business. This is how I intend to do it. Itala is not giving me money. Business Partners is not giving me money. The bank is not giving me money. You don't see that. You find many people who are saying the political party is not giving me opportunities. The government is not giving me opportunities. I'm oppressed, this, and I don't believe in that. I think that ambition to create real businesses is hugely lacking.